Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Inside the Headset. Here we are at Week 10, Game 10, the final game of the regular season, and I'm with head coach Philip Shadowens. Coach, last week we played the Brentwood Bruins on a Friday night over at their place. I got you the video, and just talk a little bit about the game.
You know, just didn't do enough throughout the game to win. I gave up a drive at the end, put them on top, and then we couldn't finish our drive. You know, obviously at the end of the game, you're going to be able to score a touchdown. That didn't happen. Tried a field goal. Got it blocked. Really wouldn't because of block. We kicked it low. Just didn't play well enough to win. You know, that's the bottom line. We can, you know, Brentwood played better than we did. They deserved to win, regardless of all the things that happened throughout the game. We didn't do what it took to win a football game. So for us, that means that we're starting the playoffs this week. That's been our mentality at practice, and that's how we're going to approach every week from this point on.
How did they take it, and just as well? Were they shocked that they went over there and lost, or did they go in expecting to win, or did you know in the middle of the game, or just as far as?
No, we had a great week of preparation. Kids went over there and played hard. We just didn't finish things, you know, whether it was mistakes, whether it was a penalty, whether it was a missed tackle. Even though I thought at times we played really good defense. You know, first drive we gave up a score, last drive we gave up a score. In between, we were tough defensively, but you got to play 48 minutes. You know, offensively, started off the game on fire, but then just didn't execute well enough to finish drives. Drove up and down the field, almost had 400 yards of offense, and scored 14 points. So give them credit. They bent. They didn't break on defense, and we didn't score enough points to win.
I thought I saw a good performance by your tailback D Mathers. I thought he did really well. Would you talk a little bit about D and his performance? Just seemed like he got into a rhythm and really enjoyed and had a decent Friday night.
He had about 170 yards, and most of those came on 3 runs. He had 3, one for 67, I think one for 42 or 3, and then one for 30 something. So most of his 170 yards came on 3 runs. We just need more consistency in the run game. I thought D did a good job of running the football, especially when he got to the edge. Had some chances inside that maybe we missed a cut here and there, but we didn't block well enough. You know, we didn't do a good job up front. Didn't play the way we expect to play. Didn't create enough holes for our running backs to run through. But I thought D fought the entire game, ran the ball hard for us, made some plays at the end of the game to get us in position to finish, and we just simply couldn't finish the drive. You know, so. But I was pleased. I thought he stepped up well in his first start at tailback, you know, since he was probably a freshman in freshman ball. And we got enough from our tailback. We didn't get enough from some others.
Well, you talked a little bit about being in playoff mode. Why don't you talk to our fans a little bit about that, and as you shift gears to get ready for postseason, even though that we got the game tomorrow night as we'll go down to exit 66B just there in Smyrna to play Laverne, talk a little bit about that.
Well, the thing I've talked to our kids about is it's a total commitment.
Yes, sir.
And that doesn't just mean the 2 hours you practice on the field or whatever it may be. It doesn't just mean that. It means a total commitment on and off the field and everything you do. You know, besides God and family, football has to be priority over girlfriends and all those other things that are important. But it can't be as important as football right now. And our kids have grasped that, and they understand that. We've had our best week of practice this week. Our kids have worked hard, had great attitudes, had fun at practice, and just got after it. And you know, we've made some changes in different positions on offense and defense, and I'm not really going to talk about it. But we're just at the point right now that we feel like it's time to be in a certain kind of mode. We need to be playing our best football, and we expect to do that tomorrow night. And I think our kids have the right attitude going in. And I would expect tomorrow night to be a great football game for Blackman High School.
Stanton Stevens is the head coach of the Laverne Wolverines and seems to have them on a better track and got them rolling a little bit. They came away with a nice win last week, and now you're the next opponent. Talk a little bit about the Laverne Wolverines and what we'll see tomorrow night.
We're going to see a physical football team and an athletic football team, but not very complicated in what they do. Kind of went away from what he tried to do last year with all the spread. They're now mostly all two-back stuff, and going to try to run the ball downhill. Going to throw a little bit on with some boots and some things to get to the edge. Going to try to be physical. Had a big win over a CAK team that was ranked number 1 in their division, whatever division that is, 3 or 4, I don't know.
I think it was 3.
Had a win in overtime. It's a huge win. Probably the biggest win since Coach Stevens has been in Laverne for them guys. And the week before played Siegel tough. It was 21-14. Had the chances there at the end. So playing their best football they've played in 2 years. And it's going to be a challenge for our kids, and our kids understand that. Our kids have watched enough video to understand that completely. I expect it to be a very physical football game. I expect us to play really well, and I expect us to win the football game.
Injury front, how are we doing? Is bodies as far as getting ready?
Good. We're doing good. Tavis is better. He got to practice some on
Just to let
Tuesday.
you comment on
Got
that.
to practice some on Tuesday. Went through a full practice on Wednesday. He's ready to go. So he's back. And other than that, everybody's been there. So injury-wise, we're doing well. Bumps and bruises are part of football this time of year, but nothing's going to have the kids lose time for. So I would expect our fans to come out tomorrow night, and they've been coming out every week. I would expect our fans to see a great football game tomorrow night and see Blackman play the way Blackman's supposed to.
Well, let's leave it right there. Let's go down the road about 12 miles. We'll load up, get on I-24, and go towards Nashville. Get off there at 66B in Smyrna and go down to Laverne High School. That game is a 7:30 kickoff. Keep in mind, we'll be back here next week. I'm sure I hope to see you late Friday night, I guess, after we find out who we're going to play. And we'll decide that. Tom and I'll be getting together. And that'll change a little bit because if you do have to trade with somebody from the East with the new technology and the connectivity, you'll be able to possibly do that through the internet. You won't have to drive physically to Knoxville. No, you will. You will.
We will, because most people in East Tennessee aren't on the huddle system, which a lot of people in Middle Tennessee have gotten on. So more than likely we'll have to go to Monteagle and trade with someone. They talk like the 2+ Blaze not even going to release brackets till 11 o'clock on Saturday night.
We'll have it. We'll have it at midnight, Coach.
We'll have it, but they'll mean the teams in Chattanooga will believe what we say.
Right.
So, chances are we won't be trading until sometime on Saturday, noonish, I would say, and then we'll have a lot of work to do from that point on. Our focus is not on that yet.
No, I didn't want to.
But at the same time, we will get a video sometime midday on Saturday. We'll spend a lot of time Saturday evening and Sunday after church, taking care of the first round of the playoffs. But right now our focus is on Laverne. It's going to be a real challenge for our kids, and I'm excited, and our kids are excited about what's fixing to happen tomorrow night.
All right, let's wrap it up right there. Didn't mean to break sequence, but we'll go down to Laverne High School tomorrow night. 7:30. We'll see y'all there.